Hello everyone, this is J. Upendra Kumar, Assistant Professor, Civil Engineering Department, and the topic is Analysis of Continuous Beams.
Hello everyone. In this class, I am going to explain the analysis of the continuous beams. So, what is a continuous beam? A beam having more than 2 points of support along its length is called as a continuous beam. So, a beam, this is a beam having supports more than 2 points. That is, here in this beam we had supports at 4 points. So, this is a continuous beam. This is an example of a continuous beam. Now, coming to analysis, for analyzing these continuous beams, we will use Clapeyron's three-moment theorem. Now, I will explain you the procedure of this three-moment theorem, and later on I will give you an example of this three-moment theorem. Coming to the next two classes, I will give different types of examples of these continuous beams using this Clapeyron's three-moment theorem, like sinking of supports and with fixed supports, like this. So now I had considered a beam here with 3 supports, that is a continuous beam, and here the first span is with UDL and second span is with point load acting some point, either it may be at middle or at some other point. So now, taking this example, I will give you the procedure of this Clapeyron's three-moment theorem. So first step of this Clapeyron's three-moment theorem is to draw the free bending moment diagram. So now we will draw the bending moment diagrams of the free bending moment diagram, that is for each span separately. So I had divided this entire beam into 2 spans. So the first span is L1 and second span is L2, and the load is at A from left side and B from right side. So the bending moment diagram for this span will be in parabolic shape. The value is WL square by 8. No need of values here. I am just explaining you the procedure. Later on we will deal with values. So this will be in the parabolic shape, and this bending moment diagram of this span will be in this triangular shape. So this is my free bending moment diagram. Later on, second step is to calculate area and centroid of bending moment diagram between the 2 points. So coming to this bending moment diagram, the area of this first part is, for parabolic part, it will be 2/3 of base into height. We will get to know the height of this parabola by analyzing this one, and base is L1. And coming to centroid values, for parabolic it will be the center, so L1 by 2 and L1 by 2. From XL is from left side, from here it is L by 2, and from here also it is L by 2. Coming to the second part, area will be half base into height. This height will be WAB by L. And coming to XL and XR, from left hand side, from here the X value will be from here, for this triangular part it will be at a distance of 2/3 of A, this length, 2/3 of this length. And coming to this part, it will be at a plus 1/3 of this X bar value will be 1/3 of this length, that is B. So by adding this 2/3 of A plus 1/3 of B, it will be 2A plus B by 3. So by dividing this one, I can write it as A plus B by 3. We know that A plus B is equal to L. So finally XL for this triangle will be A plus L by 3. And similarly for XR, from here it will be 2/3 of B plus, for this triangle it is 1/3 of A. So by adding this, I will get 2B plus A by 3. So again I am writing 2B as B plus plus A by 3. So again A plus B is equal to L. So from XR it will be B plus L by 3. For XL it is A plus L by 3, and for XR it is B plus L by 3. So now I had calculated the area, centroid of these bending moment diagrams, and we know the lengths of each span. Now the third step is to apply the 3-moment equation. So now there is an equation for this 3-moment theorem. First I will explain that equation to you. Later on I will explain the procedure. So now for this beam, the 3-moment equation is this one, that is MA into L1, moment at this point, into this length L1, plus center one will be twice 2MB into L1 plus L2 plus MC into L2 is equal to minus of 6A1 x1 bar by L1 minus 6a2 x2 bar by L2 plus 6ei delta a by L1 plus delta c by L2. So this equation is for A, B and C. If our beam is for 4 supports, that is A, B, C and D, then we can deal with 2 equations. That is first equation with 2 mb into L1 plus L2 and second equation with 2 mc into L2 plus L3. Understood? That means we will deal first equation with ABC, equation for ABC, and second equation for BCD. So here this will change into 2mc, and here it will be mb, and here it will be md. So this is how to apply 3-moment equation. And here in this equation, L1 and L2 are spans, and MA, MB and MC, we will get equations in these moments. Already from here we can declare that MA is equal to 0 and MC is equal to 0. So we will find out this MB value. If it is a beam of 3 spans, that is AB, BC and CD, then we will get another equation for that in terms of MB, MC and MD. So we can finalize that MA and MD are 0. Then we will get 2 equations in terms of MB, MCs. So by solving both the equations, we will get these values. Now coming to this right hand side portion, A1 is here. Just now we had calculated these values, A1 and XL values. So we will substitute these values here, XL values and XR values. Coming to this part, delta A and delta C, these parts we will consider when there is a sinking of supports. So I will explain you another problem in the upcoming class with the sinking of supports. Then we can consider this. For present situation, we are only considering a normal beam without sinking. So no need of this part. Now after applying this 3-moment equation, the next step is to finding the support reactions. So by solving these 3-moment equations, we will get all the moment values. Now we will divide this beam into spans like this. So now for this example, I had divided the spans as AB and BC, and this is the moment I had found out using this 3-moment equation. Now using our equilibrium equations, we can solve these structures individually. So we will get RA value, RB value for this span, RB value and RC value for this span. Now next step is to find final support reactions. So now our final support reactions, sir, we had calculated the RA value here, and we had calculated 2 RB values here. By adding both the RB values, we will get our RB value, that is our final support reaction. And we also found out the RC value here. These are our final support reactions. Using these final support reactions and these moments, we can draw the bending moment diagram and shear force diagram.
Now coming to example, analyze the continuous beam by 3-moment theorem, and this one is the beam. It has 4 supports at A, B, C and D, and spans AB, BC and CD. So the span AB is consisting of a point load 120 acting in the middle, and span BC consists of UDL of 20 kN per meter. The span BC, AB and CD also is of length 6 meters, and span CD is also same as span BC of UDL 20 kN per meter and as of span 6 meters. Now the step 1 is to draw the free bending moment diagrams. So now I am drawing the free bending moment diagrams for each span separately. So coming to span AB, since it is a point load acting at center, the bending moment at this place will be WL by 4. So here W is 120 and L is 6. So bending moment at this point is to 120 into 6 by 4, that is 180 kilonewton meters. Now since it is a point load, we will draw it as a triangle shape. So this is the bending moment diagram for this span AB. Coming to span BC, both span BC and CD are same, since the load is same and span is also same. So the moment value for span BC is WL square by 8, since it is UDL. So here W is 20 and L is 6. 20 into 6 square by 8, the value is 90 kilometers. Now since it is UDL, the shape of the bending moment diagram will be parabolic. So this is the bending moment diagram for span BC, and same for span CD also, since the load and span is also same. Now coming to step 2. Step 2 is to calculate the area and centroid of bending moment diagrams between the 2 points. So the area of this triangular part is half base into height, that is half base is 6 and height is 180. So A1 is 540. Coming to this parabolic part, second part, area is 2/3 of base into height, 2/3 into base is 6 and height is 90, that is 360 A2, and same for A3 also, it is 360. Now coming to centroidal values XL and XR from left side and right side of the section. So we had already derived these values for triangular part, that is point load. XL is A plus L by 3 and XR is B plus L by 3. Here A is this one and B is this one. A is 3 meters and B is also 3 meters, since it is acting at the center. So I am substituting A as 3 and B is also 3 and L is 6. So XL is 3 plus 6 by 3, that is 3, and XR is 3 plus 6 by 3, that is 3. So XL and XR for span 1 is 3 and 3. Coming to second part, for parabolic part, XL and XR are same, that is L by 2. It will act at the midpoint. So here L is 6 meters. So XL is L by 2, that is 6 by 2, that is 3, and XR is also L by 2, that is 6 by 2, 3. And same for the span 3 also. XL is 3, that is L by 2, and XR is L by 2, that is 3. So after completing the step 2, we have to go for step 3, that is applying 3 moment equation. Now this is the values we had calculated in the previous step. Here since we had 4 supports and 3 spans, we have to get 2 equations. That is, we have to apply 3 moment equation for the span ABC, and next later on we have to apply this 3 moment equation for span BCD. So we will get 2 equations in the terms of MB and MC. By calculating them, by solving them, we will come to know the values of MB and MC. And already we know that MA is equal to 0 and MD is equal to 0. Now we are applying this 3 moment equation for span ABC. So the 3 moment equation is MA into L1 plus 2MB into L1 plus L2 plus MC into L2 is equal to minus 6A1 x1 bar by L1 minus 6A2 x2 bar by L2 plus 6EI delta A by L1 plus delta C by L2. Since there is no sinking of supports, this value will be 0. And coming to this part, MA into L1 is 6 here, 2MB into L1 plus L2, L1 is 6 and L2 is 6, MC into L2, that is 6 meters, is equal to minus 6A1 x1 bar by L1. Here A1 is 540, L1 is 6, x1 bar is, since we are taking it here, we have to take opposite section, that is XL. Here it is XR. We have to take opposite one. Since we are taking MB, we have to take X1 as X1 is for this section. So since it is from here, we have to take opposite one, that is XL, and X2 is for this section. So from here opposite one is right side section, that is XR for the span 2. So 6 into 540 into X1 bar is here XL, that is 3, divided by L1 is 6, minus 6 A2 is 360 divided by 6 into X2 bar is, from here it is right side XR value is 3, plus there is no delta A and delta C, so they are 0. Now already we know that MA is equal to 0. By substituting this value, we will get the final equation as 24 MB plus 6 MC is equal to minus 2700. So mark it as 1. Now we have to apply this 3 moment equation for span BCD also. So the moment equation will be MB into L2 plus 2MC into L2 plus L3 plus MD into L3 is equal to minus 6A2 XL bar by L2 minus 6A3 XR bar by L3 plus 6EI delta B plus delta D by L2 plus L3. So now here L2 value is 6 meters. L3 value is also 6 meters. So by substituting these values, and here coming to this right side section, A2 value is 360, L2 is 6, and X here this is our section BCD, so we are considering it here. So for span 2 it will be XL, and for span 3 it is XR. Clear? So XL is 3 and XR is also 3. By substituting these values, delta B and delta D are zeros here again, since there is no sinking of supports. So by calculating this, here MD is also 0. MA and MD are 0, already we know that. So by solving this, we will get another equation, 6 MB plus 12 MC is equal to minus 2160. Mark it as 2. Now by solving the equations 1 and 2, 24 MB plus 6 MC is equal to minus 2700 into 2. 6 MB plus 12 MC is equal to minus 2160. Now by solving these equations, we will get MB value as minus 77.142 kilonewton meters, and MC value, substituting this value MB value in any of these equations, we will get MC value which is minus 1697.148 kilonewtons. So finally we had solved for moments, that is MA is equal to 0, MB is equal to minus 77.142, MC is equal to minus 1697.148 kilonewtons, MD is equal to 0 kilonewton meters. So now we have to find support reactions. So for finding out support reactions, I had divided the structure like this. We had just now solved these values. MA is equal to 0, MP is equal to minus 77.142, and MC is equal to minus 1697.148, and MD is equal to 0. So I had divided this beam into spans AB, BC, and CD. So now by applying equilibrium equations, we will solve the values of RA, RB, RC, and RD. For the span 1, sigma Fy is equal to 0, RA plus RB is equal to 120, and MA is equal to 0. So here the four moments are RB into 6, that is positive since it is right side anti-clockwise moment, minus this is 120 into the distance from here to here is 3. It is negative because it is right side clockwise moment, and this 77.142 is acting clockwise, and it is right side for support A, so it will be negative since it is right side clockwise moment. So minus 77.142 is equal to 0. So by solving this, we will get 6 RB as 437.142 and RB value as 72.857. Now by substituting this 72.857 in this equation, RA plus RB is equal to 120. That is RA is equal to 120 minus 72.857. We will get RA value as 47.143 kilonewtons. So this is for span A. Coming to span B. Again, sigma Fy is equal to 0. That is RB plus RC is equal to 20 into this distance. Since it is UDL, load into this total distance will become point load acting at center. So 20 into 6 is, that is 120 is equal to RB plus RC. And considering moment at this point, either of we can take any of these points. I had considered it at this point. MC is equal to 0. So for this point, RB into 6 will be left side clockwise moment, so it will be positive. And this 77.142 will be left side anti-clockwise moment, so it will be negative. And coming to this UDL part, 20 into 6 will become point load here, and the distance from here to here is 3, so the value is 20 into 6 into 3, and it is acting anti-clockwise left side of this support, so it will be negative, and plus 1697.148 is equal to 0. So by solving this, we will get 6 RB value as minus 1260 and RB value as minus 210 kilonewtons. And by substituting this 210 kilonewtons value, RB value, in this RB plus RC is equal to 120, that is RC is equal to 120 minus of minus 210, that is RC is equal to 310 kilonewtons. And coming to this span 3, RC plus RD is equal to 20 into 6, that is 120. Considering MD is equal to 0, RC into 6 will be positive since it is acting left side clockwise, and this minus this one 1697.148 is acting anti-clockwise, that is to the left side of the section, so it will be negative. And this value, the moment due to this value is 20 into 6, that is point load acting at the distance 3 from here. So 20 into 6 into 3 will be moment here, and this is acting anti-clockwise. So left side anti-clockwise is negative, so this value will be also negative, which equal to 0. By solving this, we will get 6 RC is equal to 2057.148, that is RC is equal to 342.86 kilonewtons. And by substituting this value in this equation, we will get RD value as 120 minus 342.86, that is RD is equal to minus 222.86 kilonewtons. Now to find out the final support reactions, we have to add all these values. That is, here RA, we had RA only here, that is RA value is 47.143 kilonewtons. We had RB values in both these spans. Here RB is 72. Here RB is 72.857 kilonewtons, and here RB is minus 210 kilonewtons. So by adding both these, we will get RB value as minus 137.143 kilonewtons. And coming to RC, again we had RC in both these spans. Here RC is 330 kilonewtons, and here RC value is 342.86 kilonewtons. So by adding both these values, we will get RC value is 672.86 kilonewtons. Coming to RD, we had RD only here, so RD value is minus 222.86 kilonewtons. So now we had calculated the support reactions and moments also. We need to draw the bending moment diagrams and shear force diagrams. So these are our calculated values, moments and support reactions. So coming to bending moment diagram, this is our bending moment diagram we had already calculated in the step 1. For this span AB, it is triangular shape, and the height is 180, and coming to this BC and CD, it is parabolic. Now coming to the remaining part of the bending moment diagram, here the MA is 0, I have marked it 0 here, and here the MB is minus 77.142. So here I marked it and I had joined it with a straight line, minus 77.142, and coming to MC, it is minus 1697.148. It will be somewhere here, and I had joined with a straight line, and MD is equal to 0 again. So I have marked it with 0. So this is our bending moment diagram for this continuous beam. Coming to shear force diagram, here the force is 47.143. So the value, the shear force here is 47.143, and till this point load, the value will be same, that is 47.143. And at this point there is a load of 120 kilonewtons acting downwards. So 47 minus this 120 gives me 72.857, minus 72.857. So here my shear force is 72.857, and from till this point B, the shear force will be same, that is 72.857. So I had joined it with a straight line. Now coming to this span, the load is UDL, so the shear force will be in varying. So it will not be in a straight line, it will be some varying line like this, cross line. So here the value is 72.857, and at this point the RB is minus 137.143. So 72 minus 137 gives me the value minus 210. So this shear force at the point B is minus 210. And coming to point C, from point B to point C, it will be 210 minus 20 into 6. Minus 20 into 6, that is this load. So it will be minus 330. Minus 330 here. And at this point, from here to here it is varying, so I have joined it with a cross line. And here it is minus 330, and at this point our C value is plus 672.86. So minus 330 plus 672.86 gives me 342.86. So the shear force at CV is 342.86. And again from here to here it will be varying. Here it is 342.86 and minus 20 into 6, that is 120. Minus 120 gives me 222.86 here. 226.86 here. So this is the shear force diagram. Thank you.